Yeah, there's just some really weird hitboxes with the third phase. That it feels like he has phantom range at times, and I don't like that. But here's the house. I don't have the house key right now. I think you have to go to one of the side areas to actually unlock this house key. Let's see. What's this? That's a reconstructor, okay. So that's not where the house key is. I forget where it is. I think I managed to get very lucky in my first playthrough. And I got the house key like in the next room after the house. I suppose I should go that way. But this room, I like this room right here. This feels like, it gives me Alien vibes. I love the Alien movies. Alien 1 and 2, fantastic movies. I mean, there's a reason why Aliens 2 and Aliens 1 are considered to be one of the greatest films ever made, because they are. And I personally find them to be the best film I've ever seen, because you can't tell the story of Alien in any other medium aside from a movie. You cannot have Aliens without the characters of Ripley or the other characters from Aliens, unless you have the respective actors. If you don't have those actors, you don't have Alien. And just the way the storytelling was done really well in Aliens 2 and Aliens 1. I mean, Aliens 2 was a lot better than Aliens 1 in my opinion. And I like the characters, I like the relationship they were trying to establish with Ripley and Newt. And Newt was a well-done character. You know, the other characters were done really well. Like, that film just doesn't have any problems. It's easily the best survival horror film I've ever seen. But I just wonder what happens if you don't get the house key initially before going through the Crimson Gateway. Is that key just gone forever? Like, how does the whole house system work, I wonder? Like, can you do all the house sequences, like, later on in the game in just one go? Or do you have to be at specific points in the game to do the house sequences in order? It'd be nice if the game would clarify that. But then again, this game is kind of vague, because they kind of want to take the whole Souls route of being very vague with a lot of their details. And just relying upon such, strange and draconian and archaic designs with the way they handle certain mechanics. What do I have right now? Blast Shell and Shield Breaker. Is this the one I like? Yeah, this is the one I like. The Shield Breaker one, I feel like it does a lot of damage. And it regenerates pretty fast compared to a lot of the other ones. That was the wrong button. Seraphim 17 is going to have a blast with this game if he ever decides to get a PS5. Because he likes these kind of games. At some point I'm going to upload no damage videos of the bosses on this game. Ooh dear, that was close. Gotta maintain a little bit more focus. That is the price I pay for doing these blind playthroughs. I talk so much that I lose focus. There we go, that's the end of this phase. So let me try this out again. If I stand right here, maybe I can get a better view as to what projectiles will hit me or not. Oops, that was a terrible jump just then. You gotta make sure you're holding X when you jump so that you cover greater height. Yeah, if you stand in this spot, you stand a better chance of avoiding his projectiles, and you don't have to dodge a lot of them. It's just, it's kind of hard if the blue projectiles come for you. If the blue projectiles come for you, you're gonna have to dodge out of the way, and then you'll have to get back in that spot. I'm not saying it's difficult to dodge them, it's just, at times the dodge and the jump kind of screw me over with their momentum, which I've already explained. Okay, so I gotta stand right here after the second attack. I mean, obviously when he does that, that's a problem, but I'm standing right here, so he's gonna angle his swing downward. See? He can't do anything. I'm gonna stand all the way in the back right here, and there's nothing he can do. This is the perfect time to use such powerful weapons, if you have any. But this is the whole benefit of fighting these bosses with the sidearm. Because they're not so easy to take down, it's kind of forcing you to learn. And I normally don't do such runs like that because it kind of impacts the pacing of the fights. Like doing knife only in Resident Evil 4 and 5 and 6. The gameplay is just severely impacted, and it's like you're playing an unfinished game. And when you're having to do such runs like that, just to satisfy something, like some inner desire within you, that right there is just kind of feeble. But this right here, it's nothing like that. You can definitely get this fight done with just the sidearm. And I made a mistake. I should stand right over here. There we go. See, he angled it downward. God, I love this music for the second phase. Gotta move, gotta move. Oh, see right there. That's why. Because it's not the recovery animation that causes me to move slowly. It's the reload animation that's kind of forced upon you if you end up emptying your gun without actually letting go of R2. Like when the game's forcing you to go through the active reload process, it stops you from sprinting for a bit, which is a problem. Gotta move, yeah, see, that right there. If I had dodged a little bit more, I wouldn't have been hit. I'm not using the dodge enough. I'm getting kind of cocky with this guy right now, and I need to stop that. Probably best if I sprint that rather than actually firing at him. He's down. Let me just get back up here. Oh! He still did the projectiles on me? I thought it was just cancelled out! Holy shit! Wow. Proficiency level 5. I don't even know if that's permanent. Like, the game isn't very clear as to what's permanent and what's not. Obviously my weapons are permanent. Not my main weapon, of course, but the sword is permanent. And, you know, the translocator is permanent, but, like, all the stuff that's actually integral to the story is permanent. But I don't know if weapon proficiency is actually, permanent or not. I don't even know what that stat does. It doesn't feel like it increases my damage that much. It's like with the Surge. In the Surge, you have a weapon proficiency system that when you use a certain weapon enough times, it levels it up. And once you level it up, the assumption is it does a little bit more damage, but as Servum17 pointed out in his review, this mechanic is barely explained, and it kind of forces you to develop a sense of tunnel vision and ignore the game's modest armory. That's another annoying thing as well. I hate how it has to go through that animation of having to set up the portal. I don't know why the portal isn't just active. Why do you have to wait for the animation? And they put enemies right next to it as well. So you can take damage from just simply waiting for the portal to be activated. And even when the portal is active, you still have to wait a second because it doesn't fully load in the area that fast. Or like the actual properties for the portal don't load fast enough once the actual portal is ready. Too bad you can't fire and sprint at the same time. If you could, this would definitely benefit the faster paced nature of this game. But at the same time, it probably forces developers to make the bosses a lot more annoying, because when they make you more capable, they make the bosses more capable. That's how the cycle of programming works. That's why, you know, the enemies in Resident Evil 3 and onward were actually a lot more demanding compared to Resident Evil 1 and 2. You know, a lot of people don't realize the kind of implications improving your character has on the overall game design, and that's why people don't respect the newer Resident Evil games that much, because they're idiots. But thankfully, Ayoma-san, he enlightened me to this concept. I mean, I was already kind of aware of this concept, but Ayoma-san made it literal, and therefore I had a better understanding, and I had a lot more respect for the kind of designs they put into the newer Resident Evil games to actually benefit the difficulty aspect, and also the enemy aspect. Because let's be honest, guys, the enemies in the original Resident Evil games were not demanding in the slightest. I mean, there's a reason why those games are possible to do knife only, because the enemies aren't demanding in the slightest. And why people can find any scariness out of that is beyond me. It's like with that comment that moron left in my Last of Us walkthrough. My Last of Us Part 2 walkthrough, I should be saying, where he's asking me why I'm not scared of the enemies in Resident Evil 1 Remake. And like, he developed it a little bit more than that, but I'm not going to elaborate on it because it's such a dumb comment. Should have held the left analog stick just then. If you're just tapping circle in general, or you're holding circle, Celine will always dash in the direction she's facing, not the camera's direction. Bear that in mind if you're not using the analog stick. Let me just handle it normally right now. God damn it! Oh! Yeah. I set myself up in a really bad spot. This is why when I jumped, I banged into the wall. And it affected my momentum. I feel like the third phase is a lot easier than the second phase when it comes to this moveset. Because the orbs aren't so annoying. Alright, so the first and second hits he does, just jump over them. Obviously I have to watch out for the bullets on the first one. Gotta get away from him on the second and third one. Oh, wow, see, that's fast. Okay, he does this right here, so you can kind of influence the direction of the blue projectiles depending on how you move. See how they go left or right depending on the direction I'm going? That's important to note. See, that didn't do damage. Because even when the tentacle went right through me, it didn't do any damage. And this is kind of annoying because he kind of teleports here and... he's... okay. I don't know why he's doing this. Probably because I was very close to him. Ooh, dear. Oh! Yeah, see, he's kind of random in this part, and I don't know what dictates it. Like, you might have to gain a lot of distance from this guy if you want to succeed a little bit more. Let's see. I need to... okay, he's doing this. Oh, shoot! I don't know why I got hit just then. I touched him after the attack was done, and he did damage to me. How does that make any sense? See, what am I getting touched by? I don't understand. I do not understand how this works. I'm just getting hit by nothing. That's what I don't understand about this phase. Like, I feel it's just a lot beneficial if you shoot him during specific parts. Because he's just hitting you for no reason. Like, this right here is a good time to hit him. Ah, oh, come on! I had to dodge away because the hitbox on that tentacle is annoying. So I have a new alternative fire, so I have this. It's another pretty good one. You can hold it for quite a long time. Yeah, I think I'm just going to trim out these moments. Because what would I be talking about? Just running through the exact same area with some slight variations that aren't even worth acknowledging. Unless I have something to talk about, of course. See? See that bullshit? Portal was ready, but it didn't allow me to get through. Because it technically wasn't ready in the game. Like, the game didn't register it as ready, even though in-game it seems like it. I don't know why this game has that annoying problem with the portal. Okay, hold it for quite a long time compared to the other alt fires. Probably more than Shockstream. Wow! Yeah, you definitely want the Void Beam for this fight, actually. You can use it for such a long time, and it does so much damage to him. Completely cancelled out that phase when I used it. It's just, will the game give it to you? I don't know. You gotta get lucky. I stand here, back up the right moment. Perfect time to use the Void Beam. look how long you can use it. That's so cool. You see, he has the same pattern of moves every time. What did I just get hit by? Yeah, it's like, probably best I don't use that method. I should use it for the second phase. Third phase, just dodge it normally. Because it's easy to dodge the blue orbs. Because there's a pattern to how they actually move. And with the correct movement, you can avoid them easily. See? And that's just the one problem I have, you know, you get so much momentum with your dodge and your jump. You end up landing on top of red bullets a lot. Should use a healing item here. Oh my god. Yeah, you dodging, like, jumping away from the first hit is dangerous. And that was really bad timing. I still don't know what hits me just then. It doesn't even look like the ring hits me, the tentacle doesn't hit me, something hits me. It's confusing. I was out of dodge. Oh, come on! I don't know the best way to avoid that. Do you jump towards him? Do you jump away from him? Like, what do I do? Because on the first time he does that slam, he fires bullets. I should probably wait until my Void Beam is ready before I go on to the next phase. Okay, let me stand here. Oh, shit! I should have bounced off the wall. What was I thinking? And I somehow got hit. That's so confusing. See? Love the Void Beam. It's a really good weapon to have for this fight. So pretty much the moment the game classes him as being in the next phase, start shooting him with the Void Beam. If you get lucky and you get the Void Beam. Okay, he's doing the attack, now it's my chance to use the Void Beam. Like, this should do increased damage to his head, but it doesn't. I don't like that. But I guess it's because of the way the alternative fires are designed, because there are different types of alternative fire. It's hard for them to program in a weak spot system that actually augments the damage a bit. Like, the first and second phase are very easy, but the third phase is just awkward. I don't like it. I don't feel like it's my fault for dying, I just feel like it's the game's fault. That is a great punish, I love it. I'll never stop reiterating on this statement. That's such a great punish. It's such a good weapon, I love it. Completely bypassed that whole phase. And this is not even like an upgraded weapon, it's just my sidearm. God damn it. Okay, his bullets seem to concentrate more on his sides rather than actually in front of him, so maybe that's a safe place to stand. Yeah, oh shit! God damn it! Whoa, shit. Here comes a jump. See, look at that! What's that bullshit? What am I getting hit by? This boss is so broken on this phase. Like, what the hell did I get hit by after he did the second slam? That hitbox is completely broken. I'm gonna say it again, I think that hitbox is broken. I need to watch the footage again to be sure. I'm 100% certain that hitbox is completely broken. shield breaker isn't as damaging as the void beam. You can't hold it for long. It's a single tap function. See, like, why did I get the stun just then? Like, it doesn't make sense when you get that stun. Oh, come on! I gotta stop jumping. I need to dodge through. It's better. I mean, when you have two of the walls, that's where it gets a little tricky. Gotta back up. Oh, shit. Oh, come on! For God's sake! It's such a hard move for me to dodge. Gotta run away like crazy if I want to get away from that move. See, like, did I get hit by anything just then? Like, what is going on with that move? There's something about his properties after the second slam that's just causing him to hit me with nothing. Like, you cannot be active in shooting him during this phase. Because there's just some weird issues. And that's how I took damage! Why? What is going on with this game right now? Am I somehow taking damage from touching him? Just answer me this question right now. Like, what is going on with this bullshit? Ah, that didn't work. Back at it again, having to run through the same area because the third phase is garbage. I don't like the third phase now. I swear to God, guys, I'm getting hit by nothing. It's like this game was designed so much with range combat in mind that when it comes to close range attacks being programmed for the enemies, they don't feel good. I hope that's not going to be a trend, and this guy is just going to be the start of that trend. So I now have the horizontal stream as my alternative fire. You kind of have to aim upward because it angles down a lot. Unless I get something better. Oh, shield breaker, I'll take it. This is why I always stand near a wall whenever I'm doing that method, because it's too easy to fall off at times. It's just there are times when you stand near this wall right here, when you're trying to do the method, and you get hit by the red orbs. Or it's probably the blue orbs, but if the camera's so close that you're assuming the camera's right in the center. Like, you're assuming Selena's right at the center of the camera, but she isn't. She's kind of to the left. But let me demonstrate the iframes real quick. See? I iframe through it, but that requires some very strict timing. If I stand near the edge, the red balls seem to spread out a little bit more, making it easier to dodge. Oh, God. Whoop. Just gotta be very careful of those blue walls. You should probably get into the habit of tapping circle rather than holding it so that you can deal with the two blue walls. Ah, come on! I should just dodge towards him or something. Like, I'm not understanding how that move's working because his hitbox is so bad. I'll move forward a bit and dodge forward. Yeah, that's how you do it. That's how you do it. That's how you want to do it. You gotta move a little bit after the first hit so that you don't get hit by bullshit. And I thought that was gonna be the range attack just then. He's very deceptive with that. But he only does the range attack after certain moves like this. How many times does he do this? 3, 4... He does it 4 times, okay. Terrible. And boom! There we go. Oh shit. Is he gonna jump? No, he's doing the... Yep. Gotta dodge towards him. Let's get creative here. Oh, never mind. Ran out of dodge.